Welcome to today's live streaming tutorial. Today we are going to be drawing Flowey the flower from Undertale. Okay. As you can see, I've already gotten started with the outline of this character. What I'm going to try to attempt to do is draw Flowey as realistically as possible, while still keeping how he looks from the original sprite that we all recognize him from. So I started with a white circle. Oh wait, forgot to adjust. Bring up the live stream and there we go. Give me a sec. Where's my mouse? Okay. Now I can view the chat. So like I was saying, adjusting the circle, he sort of has like a wide face. So the reference image that I'm using to draw Flowey is a realistic golden. Okay, so it's described as a golden flower in the game, but he also looks similar to a sunflower. And if you examine a sunflower, they tend to have their exact base of their face. They have like this middle section, you know, their outer section, a bunch of it's like spikes or whatever, and then in the exact middle of that sunflower, it sort of caves in. So the logic that I'm going to be using is that those sections where his eyes and mouth is basically going to be that section that would be caved in. So we're going to see how that will look like realistically. I'm going to sharpen out his flower tips. Maybe I'll add another, just smaller petals behind them. So I have my plus here. This plus helps me figure out the exact location where I'm going to be placing his eyes. And then he has just a tip. He has a very simple smile with like a bit of teeth showing. Which is interesting, because, you know, obviously flowers don't have teeth. So what would teeth look like on a flower? Well, in this tutorial we are going to find out that. Adding the middle sections of like the leaves. Oh, no, the sunflower petals. And with the stem here, I don't know, maybe I'll add a leaf or two. I mean, sure, originally in the game he doesn't have one, but why not? Okay. Giving some indents of the ground, you know, dirt. So let's see. I noticed that flowers seem to have like, okay. So because they're spikes, we're going to see how it looks. As I gently add like large spikes on the outer edge of the flower, and then have smaller spikes very close to the sections that are going to be caved in, like his eyes and mouth area. So we'll see how that will look. So I'm sticking to a pattern where, like, basically it's like this. This middle section here would be your focal point, right where this part where you would think there would be a nose, but obviously he doesn't have a nose. So think of this as your focal point, and all these little pointed spike-like areas that's like inside of like a sunflower are pointing away from this section here. That's your focal point. And as we get closer to these sections, we're going to be making these a little smaller. Okay, so yes. So because this is going to be our focal point, I guess we're going to have all the tiny lines start from here and then get bigger as we go further out. But we're going to stay consistent with like these, this section here, where we're going to have them pointed away from like the hole here where the eye is going to be. So what I'm doing here around this section here, where normally there would be like on a face, your eyebrow, no, not your eyebrows, the exact middle of your forehead. This I'm having the spikes sort of like point towards this line here, and then after that I'm gonna have them turn and facing outward. Okay. Alright, okay. So, obviously I gotta bump this up, make these lips here a little bumpy. Because obviously, since if everything else is having spike like I can't. What is the word? Spikes. Basically, I'm giving every other section the texture of like being fluffy and bumpy, like the inside of a sunflower. Then obviously I gotta make these lines here a little bumpy as well, and the inside, this section here of the eyes. Maybe I'll add a bottom jaw too. See to bottom here. Looks like there's a tongue. Okay, so I'll start I'll start using the thick tip Sharpie to do the outlines. So I'm using the thick tip Sharpie to only cover the important areas. Like like the eyes, mouth, the big petals, and the stem. Doing the teeth. And now we're doing the petals. Now the little extra stems that are going to be just behind here. And then we're going to add the little leaves. Okay. Just to make sure you see the bottom here. Okay. Okay, gonna add a bit of deep ground-like details here. Okay, and with that, we shall start using our thin tip Sharpie to do the finer details. I'm gonna start with the middle and then work my way out. So remember how I do a checkered pattern? That's sort of how I'm doing with these spikes. So like in between each one of these two gaps, there's going to be a spike in between that, going above that. I like to think that this area around like the cheeks have like their own little focal points. Where like the spikes are kind of in the middle of these sets of cheeks, and then the spikes are just going out of that. Okay, and now going back to the centerpiece. Ah, and we have a comment. Hello there. Okay, and now I'm going to add the section here where the eyebrows would, the middle of his forehead would be. I'm gonna add spikes to the outer wall of the eyes here. And now we're going to continue what we were doing. Ugh. I'm still following the focal point. All the pointed lines are pointing outward, while also curving to areas where there is how would I explain this? Okay, so if you ever study like a fat a person's face with like a lot of rolls on it, you know, big puffy cheeks, you'll notice how shadows tend to wrap around their that person's cheeks, and how shadow and light basically bends around the body. You know, it's like certain sections like cheeks are slightly bigger, so light wraps around light and shadow. So that's what I'm doing with these spikes. They're sort of wrapping around Flowey's cheeks, so, and their own little focal points, while still being focused on this. They are turning towards the cheeks and then going back to the rest of the body. That's still following this. Now that we're reaching the outer edge, I'm adding less spikiness to it and just getting into like a groove of just like one spike after another. And now wrapping around this cheek here. Whoops, shaking. Okay. Okay, now going back on the four eyes. No, not four eyes. the back to the eyes sections. Okay, we are almost done with these spikes on the face. Okay. Just real quick, I'm gonna just do some quick erasing so that we get an early viewing of what we have so far of our drawing. I hope you are enjoying this this tutorial live stream so far. Okay, let's see. Adjusting. Alright. Now to add some more minor details, like just filling in the eyes. I'm gonna fill in the mouth. I'm not gonna do a full-on black. I'm gonna like maybe just do like it's like just adding a lot of lines with like very small gaps in between. This way it shows like there is a bit of light coming into his mouth, but not full-on darkness. A little dimension to the teeth, and add a bit of tone of shadow on the tongue. Okay, I'm gonna go switch back to my thick tip Sharpie, or no, not my Sharpie. Sorry, my marker here to fill in the eyes. Ooh, excuse me for a second, I'm getting a phone call. Okay, sorry about that slight gap. So yeah, getting back onto here. Yeah, I just got a phone call. Tonight we're gonna be seeing, I'm gonna go to the movies and see Mona. Anyway, going back to the movie theater. I might do a tutorial on the entire series. No, not the entire series, on a couple of the characters of Mona from the movie Mona. So maybe look forward to that. Maybe I'll put it in my schedule for next series. You know, if it's a good movie. Okay. Okay, gonna be adding little bits of tone to the leaves here. Now I'm only adding tones to this section here where I believe shadow would be. If the light was hitting from the top end here, it would be having shadows on the bottom end. And I guess this section here of like the leaves that are coming out here. And then gonna do a little bit here. Okay, and now gonna be doing a bit of the stem here. And then I'm gonna add like just a little bit of texture to the dirt here. Nothing much. Basically, these are, think of it as like little lumps. Similar to what I did to Flowey's face. I'm gonna fix this here. But, you know, like, just more linear to the ground. Like there's no focal point. And it doesn't have to be as clean as possible. Just giving more fullness, filling to it. Okay. Gonna erase a little more of this. Okay. Just gonna take a quick sec to check to see if there are any more minor details I could be adding to this flower. To Flowey the flower. Nope, it does not look like it. Let's get a good view of the drawing. Alright, I do hope that you enjoyed this live stream tutorial. Be sure to check out more of my other live streams on my YouTube channel. You know, be sure to subscribe for more how to draw live stream tutorials. You know, you'll find a scanned version of this drawing on my Twitter and or Tumblr at some point in the near future. So look out for that. So yes, oh yeah, check out you know, check out my other stuff. Check out my comic Don the Mask. You know, if you enjoy detectives going out solving crime, beating bad guys or whatever, then be sure to maybe check that out. Link to that is going to be in the description below. Yeah, thanks for coming by. I hope to see you again real soon. And anybody who came out during this live stream, thank you for coming out. Much appreciated. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.